Okay, welcome to your next lesson with me, Chris Barron, and we're going to introduce black notes and their names and why. All right? So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to take you through this process and you will begin to understand. Remember in the last Kickstarter series when we built a C major scale and we established the pattern. Do you remember the pattern? Home note. 2 giants and a baby. 3 giants and a baby. Okay? Now, here comes the details. The white notes, they're designed to give us A to A. Okay, that's what they designed. But when we move up to C, they naturally give us this, and we like to live here because it's happy, all right? But they're not designed to give us any of the other major scales. So, if we wanted to play a major scale starting on any other note, let's go to D. If we just press down the white notes, we are not playing a D major scale. We're playing some form of D scale that is found inside of the notes that play the C major scale. That's not how we do it. We must conform to the pattern, so let's do it. Home note. 2 giants and a baby. Now think the whole tone scale exercise that we did. Here it comes. Giant, giant. Skip the F, right? Then baby. Let's do that again. Home note, 2 giants and a baby. Giant, giant, baby. Got it? Now 3 giants and a baby. Giant, 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 baby. What does that give us? It gives us 2 of the black notes now that we don't know what their names are. So this is how it works. And I've got the legend up there written. This little thing that we now know as a pound sign, we used to know it as the number sign, is called a sharp. It is a way of identifying a changed note. And we find it a half step up from its note name. So, in essence, in D scale, we're going to name the letters D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, just like we do in C, okay? However, we've got to denote these black notes somehow. This is actually F. This is the F that we're playing. That is now F sharp. F sharp. F is found here. F sharp is found 1/2 step up from its basis. F is here as the basis, and we change it up a 1/2 step, and it becomes F sharp. So, as we count up our scale, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that becomes C sharp, because we are also going up a 1/2 step, and then we end on D. There's our major scale. Now we can play, right? We're just now using those tones to play. Okay, so we know all those pieces of music, and if we play it in the key of D, that's where it'll be played. In any of the octaves, by the way, but those are the notes. A, B, A, D, C sharp, A, B, A, E, D. Okay, let's go up to E. And now let me give you the next rule. We say the letter names in order. They don't skip and they don't repeat. You don't have an E something and an E something else, okay? You have E going to F, always going to G, always going to A, always going to B, to C, to D, then to E. You're going to get every single note in our alphabet in order. The only difference will be some of them will be sharps. And here's the next rule. Any key that utilizes sharps only utilizes sharps. Any key that utilizes flats will only utilize flats. Okay, so let's find this next sharp key. My fingers are already in order because it's a habit. E, let's go. E, home note. 2 giants and a baby. Giant, giant, baby. Then 3 giants and a baby. Giant, 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 baby. Now let's name the notes. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Now let's call them by their changed names: E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Cool? So now this thing that looks like a small B is called a flat. It is 1/2 step down from its basis note. So let's start on F. F to F. And let's see what happens. Home note, 2 giants and a baby. Then 3 giants and a baby. Now we've got F major. Look at this. We're already finding multiple major scales. You haven't even opened up a book yet. This is awesome. Okay, now let's name those notes. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Got it? So F, G, A, now we know that's not B, but it comes from B because it's got to come after A. Understand why that rule makes sense now? We know that B is actually here, so now what direction are we going from the name of the note? We're going down or to the left to that black note, or a half step down. B flat. B flat. And consequently, what's funny is we write this as, we're going to see it over here, a B flat. It looks like a classroom chalkboard, the capital letter and the little letter. It's just funny to me. But that's how we write it, B flat. So we write any letter with a flat there. Usually the flat's up on the right a little bit. A flat, something like that, right? Those are note names. E flat, B flat, and A flat, and that's how we get those flats. So let's go back to F and let's prove to ourselves how we got this B flat. F, G, A. Now, this could either be an A sharp or a B flat. Why can't it be an A sharp? Because we must move forward in the alphabet, right? So F, G, A, B. So the basis, or the note that we're borrowing from, comes from here, and we're lowering it by 1/2 step, or a baby step, to that black note. It is now a B flat, not an A sharp. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Coming back, it's the same thing. F, E, D, C, B flat, A, G, F. Okay, so everything stays the same no matter what direction we're moving. Does that make sense? So let me show you one more scale. So we can make a scale starting on a black note. Let's start with this one. This is going to be called E flat, okay? And then we're going to have some fun and call it D sharp. And it will be very, very interesting, okay? So let's put your pinkies on the E flat, which is the second of the 2 black notes on the right. Boom. Got it? Here we go. Home note, 2 giants and a baby. This might take you a second. Giant, giant, baby. Okay? Then giant, 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 baby. Awesome. We just made an E flat scale. Now, forget flat. Let's just say the names of the letters starting on E. Go. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay? And if we go backwards, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Okay? Now, if this is an E, well, we know that E is here, so it must be a lowered E. We call it an E flat. And that's how we know it's E flat, okay? Because we've decided it's E. E. Then to here is F, which is G. Awesome. A flat. It cannot be a G sharp because we already said G. We already labeled it as G. Moving forward in the alphabet, B. Where's B? Right here, right? That's a B flat. Whole step. C. That's that. D. That's that. And then back to E flat. That's what gives us the names of our flats. Again, scales that utilize flats only utilize flats. They don't mix flats and sharps. Now let's have some real fun here. This is going to be crazy. We're going to call this the D sharp scale. So let's just give them the names starting on D now. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. What in the heck? Okay. I don't know if you saw that or if you sense a little difficulty here, okay? But let's check this out and see how this works. And I'm going to introduce some new concepts to you here. Just for fun. This is fun. You don't have to even know this stuff. D. Well, we know that D comes from here. So now, this is a sharp scale. So if we get a sharp, we know that we're all sharps going up. So here we go. This is fun. D sharp, then E. Wait a minute. I landed on an F. What the heck? So notice in the key of D sharp, this is recognized as E sharp because it is raised up, what? A half step. It doesn't mean black note. It just means a half step. Isn't that cool? D sharp, E sharp, right? Then how is this F? When this is F sharp, this can't be F sharp because it's called F double sharp. F double sharp. All right? And again, this is not crucial for your moving forward, but let me just fit this in here. It's an X, and let's do that. There's that one, that little sign, or we just call it that, to make two little marks. Okay, that's a double sharp. And that's just how we have to name it because we have to stick with the rules. We got to move forward in the alphabet. D sharp, E sharp, F double sharp, then G sharp. Now we're back into normal land. G sharp, A sharp, another white note with a sharp. It's a B sharp. Okay, because we have to move forward in the alphabet. B sharp, C double sharp, C double sharp, and then back to D sharp. Do you see how our rules work out? Every note needs to be accounted for. We cannot skip notes and we cannot repeat notes, okay? Just stay in order, and that's how you will always be correct in the naming of your notes in certain keys, if you even care. Well, that's today's lesson. I wanted to give you a sense of how now the whole keyboard is used, sharps, flats, white notes, black notes, to prepare you now for how to read notes on the staff. That's pretty exciting. So this is the whole Kickstarter series number 2. And now get ready for your next Kickstarter series, Notes on the Staff. See you there.